If this video found you, consider it as a sign. So I'm just up here right now. I'm enjoying the sun. It's a beautiful day. It's a little bit cold because the weather's changing, but it's overall beautiful. It feels like I'm in heaven. I'm watching the Alps around me and I feel deeply connected with this message that I need to share with you, because I wish I would have heard this message when I was starting out on my journey, my business journey, my self-development journey, and overall my life journey. Before we get into it, I want to talk about something super important: mental health, and how therapy has helped me so much. I'm working with BetterHelp, today's paid partner, to share my experience about therapy. When I first started therapy, I was dealing with a lot: work, stress, becoming a new mum, feeling disconnected, and more. Therapy honestly became my safe space where I could really talk freely without judgment. One breakthrough moment for me was when my therapist asked, what would it look like to release the story that you're actually telling yourself? That question honestly changed everything for me. Since then, I've become more self-aware, I've become more balanced, I've become more confident, I've become more able to step into my authentic self, because I've been able to learn tools to help me manage stress and make me become more grounded. If you haven't tried therapy yet, BetterHelp honestly makes it so easy. They match you with a licensed therapist in just a couple of days. And if the first therapist isn't right for you, you can easily switch them until you find the right one who feels authentic and you can connect to. So if you are feeling stuck or you just want to grow, check out BetterHelp. So go to the link in my description to get 10% off your first month of therapy. Taking that step can truly change your life. So if you are seeing this video, I believe that you need to hear this message. Your first anything will be bad, okay? Your first workout, your first podcast, your first audition, your first social media post, your first YouTube video. Gosh, like when I look at my old social media posts, I laugh a little bit because they're actually so bad. But that's the point. Your first time is not going to be good. So go a little bit gentle on yourself. The first time you do anything, it's not going to be perfect. And if you are a perfectionist, you need to listen to this really clearly. Nothing's perfect, and nothing is going to be perfect. But the more you work at something, the more better you'll become. The more you master your craft, the better you'll become. So nothing is going to be perfect, but just do it anyways. Do it scared. Sometimes when you're on this journey, for example, of self-development, or you're starting a business, or you're starting a podcast, a creative project, or you're starting something to develop yourself, you're starting something which is in alignment towards your dreams, just be prepared that it's not going to be perfect the first time. And that's okay. It's not meant to be. You have to sometimes put your ego aside, because your ego's coming up, right? Because you're, one, jumping out of the comfort zone, you're getting triggered. For example, my body used to go really, it felt like it was burning up when I was sitting down to make a video. And I was like, that's not normal. The more I understand now why that was happening is because my body, my nervous system was responding completely like, what is happening? What is going on? Burning up. Because I was doing something that broke my current barriers. I was stepping out of my current identity, my current reality. I was doing something on a higher frequency towards what it was that I wanted to experience. And at first, the ego can't deal with that. And even your body, needs actually some time to catch up and, regulate itself again. So I have a few tips in here as well. If you do get like that, when you are doing your first thing and your body responds really crazy, you're getting anxious, you're getting freaked out, your body's actually responding negatively, then you need to regulate your nervous system. My favorite way to do that right now is by humming. Because the monks, they're in the temples and they make their well, it activates actually something in the throat. It activates something which regulates the emotions. So when I feel anxious, I feel triggered, or my emotions are kind of running a little bit wild, right now what's really helping me is just humming. Because you activate the same part, so you are regulating your nervous system like this. So when your nervous system is regulated again, you can come back to that aligned state, and then you can take action for what it is that you want to do, for what is in alignment with your goals. You can take action from an aligned state, and that's the magic. Before you do something, I have another tip. Before you start anything, if it's your first podcast, or if it's your if it's that business that you want to start, or you're launching a service or product or whatever that is for you, there's so many examples of something that you could be doing the first time. I want you to visualize. Close your eyes, and make a mental movie in detail of what it is that you want to experience and see the results. This is called the pre-celebration method. So you are visualizing it like it's already done, and you are celebrating with someone in this vision, like, yes, it went so successful, or it went really well, it went super well. I saw another creator, Elmar Locker Jr., and he talked about a technique which actually I was doing too, and I needed to share it with you. Before he was manifesting growth and his success and his business, he was visualizing, for example, before he made a YouTube video, because he had a goal in mind to grow his YouTube channel, he was visualizing a certain number, and he was getting himself in that consciousness, that space of consciousness, like that was already done, like he already had X amount of subscribers. And I've done this in my business. Before I've launched something, or before I've worked with a client, I've elevated my consciousness to a place that it's already worked out super well. So that's a little hack as well. That is a quantum hack. So before you do anything next time, visualize it like it already went super well. There's people around you congratulating that it went super well, because you get to that space of consciousness. And then when you're out of the visualization, then you take action on it. You take aligned action. You're on this supercharged state, and then you'll literally draw the result to you because you are taking that aligned action. So I've done this in my life, and it's been very successful. But the main message of this is, even if it does not go perfect, it doesn't go super well, it's okay. Consistency. Be focused, be disciplined to work on it. Put that ego aside. Know that it's not going to be 100%. Just carry on with it until you are happy, until you are proud of it. And if you're a person full of self-doubt, then you need to go to a trusted person and say, hey, what would you say about this? What would you say about this thing that I want to do? Can you give me any advice? Not somebody who's filled with limiting beliefs, but someone who's really truthful with you and encouraging as well, inspiring. So yeah, do it scared, do it anyways. The first time is going to be scary. You're not going to be 100% again. So I don't know what that is for you. If you want to become the most fit version of yourself, then that first workout's not going to be great. Gosh, when I did my first workout, I was like, oh no, I don't even think I'm doing it right. But it's over time. It's with consistency. You can get it really done. So when I've been working with clients, so I have client calls, and I also do my email readings. Every time I get myself in the headspace of being like the master of my craft. So I know, and I'm coming into it like I'm the master of my craft. I'm confident in myself. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm sharing is really valuable. It's transformational to people. So I'm owning it, and I'm taking action from that energy. But the first time I did it, I was really scared. The first client calls, I was a bit apprehensive. I was like, well, why is somebody going to listen to a 22-year-old girl? Because I was 22 when I first started working with clients. And the kind of imposter syndrome came up, the limiting beliefs came up. But you have to just disregard that. If people trust you, if people want to work with you, or if people like what you offer, then just accept that. There's people who will love what you share. There's people that love what you do. There's people that admire you for doing what you do. You're actually the hardest on yourself. Everyone's the hardest on themselves. So we might as well just be in this knowing that that's not going to bring us ahead ever. So when we step into that confidence, into that certainty that what we are doing is fueled by God, it's backed by God, it's backed by the universe. Our desires, our dreams are not random, they're in our hearts for a reason. And we share that with confidence and certainty that this is what we are meant to do, that this is the divine mission. Whatever that is for you, then it will always be successful. God is within you, you will not fail. I love that Bible verse, and it's so relevant, it's so true. So yeah, I'm going to end this video there. If you enjoyed this message, don't forget to subscribe. Join this beautiful, growing soul family. Also check my description box where you'll find everything from me, the Quantum Shift Blueprint, super transformational. Also, you can check the same day personal guidance via email. That's on sale right now for $11.11. So if you're interested, don't forget to check that out. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.